Elastos. Could this project be better than EOS? Could it be the next 10x or even 100x coin? I have to admit, this project is extremely complex and its scope is so wide. Hello everybody, this is Kevin from BFB, and today I want to welcome you to the second episode of Season 1 of Reddit Knows Best, where we take a look at the coins being shilled on Reddit to hopefully find some gems or diamonds in the rough. So in this episode, I'm going to research Elastos for you and share with you my findings. So before we go any further, if you don't mind smashing that like button, subscribe below if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell, I would greatly appreciate it. And so without further ado, let's take a look at what this project is all about. Okay, so Season 1, Episode 2 of Reddit Knows Best is going to be about Elastos. Here's the logo flying in, and it's one of Reddit's gems, potentially very under the radar right now. So I have to give a warning, especially for this project, because it's one of the most complex ones I've ever taken a look at. So please do your own thorough research before investing. This should go for all projects, but definitely this one because of how complicated and large its scope is. So before we dive in, let's just take a look at the price action so far. It hit the exchanges in early February and went up all the way to $90 and then fell back down during the bear markets of Q1 2018 and has been slowly climbing since early April, now resting around like $40, $45. And I believe in terms of BTC value, right now it's around 5x of what ICO buyers got it for. I may be a little bit off about that, but I believe generally that's the level that it's grown to. So what is Elastos? So for this, I'm just going to provide a highlight of this project, not going to dive into all the nitty-gritty little things about it. So it's a third-gen blockchain platform, similar to EOS, Blockstack, etc. And it consists of three components. First, an operating system for Internet of Things devices. Second, a virtual machine to run decentralized apps on any types of device, like mobile phones even. Finally, a decentralized internet using blockchain for security purposes. So how they do that on a high level is they assign everything like dApps, devices, literally everything that works in the Elastos web, a unique ID. And there's no internet connection that's established for that until it's verified. So this prevents something called DDoS attacks. That's DDoS, and you could take a look at that more if you Google it. And so they also have a scalable architecture by using main chain and side chains. So the main chain is for simple transactions and payment transfers, and side chains are for more complicated smart contracts logic. And every decentralized app running on Elastos can have its own sidechain to make it extremely scalable. So one of its major goals is to enable the digital smart economy. And how they do that is to make digital assets scarce, identifiable, and tradable. So this creates new financial opportunities for both creators and consumers. And a lot more information of that on their subreddit and on their website, and other resources like articles, videos that you can find online about this project. Some more details. They're using merged mining with Bitcoin. Now, why are they doing that? Well, for one, they can piggyback off the security of the Bitcoin network, which is best in class in the whole crypto world. And also it's eco-friendly because it doesn't require additional computation to do the proof of work if it's merged mining. They had an ICO in January of 2018, and it was 0.00125 BTC for one ELA token. The total supply of ELAs is 33 million, but not all of it is out in circulation right now. They have a 4% yearly inflation rate to the circulating supply. Now this project is based in China. The broader venture surrounding this project started 18 years ago by its founder Rong Chen, but they were doing kind of other auxiliary stuff, not blockchain related obviously. They have big advisors and supporters from China like Da Hongfei of Neo and also Jihan Wu of Bitmain, which kind of makes sense because of the merged mining with Bitcoin. It's also funded by Foxconn and Tsinghua University, both big names in China in the tech and university spaces. Finally, there's already dApps being built on this platform, ViewChain, Reactor, just to name a couple, but it's already promising that they're getting things built in their ecosystem. A very big point for all of these third-gen blockchain platforms that need to compete with each other. So what about Reddit's take? Well, once again, let's take a look at what people are saying. So one person said that Elastos tech is genius, marketing is haphazard, and so they should do a lot more marketing focus on the US, and I definitely agree with this one. Another thing people are talking about is access on exchanges. It's really only accessible on Huobi right now, and another one that I don't quite remember, but it's most likely a smaller one. So definitely they need to work on that as well to make it more accessible to the mainstream public. So another company was interested in Elastos tech, and that's Huawei, another big name in the tech space in China. And so people are just really excited by all these major partnerships and industry collaborations coming for this Elastos project. Someone else mentioned how Elastos is so under the radar, and they wondered if it's as under the radar as Neo was back when it was Answers. This, I definitely think it is. Another person just touched on the fact that Bitmain and Jihan Wu are going to be working with Elastos to set up a foundation to invest in dApps in the Elastos ecosystem. So really good support and definitely promising way to grow the ecosystem. And so once again, another person is talking about the huge companies working with this. A lot of exciting partnerships and projects coming out of this ecosystem. And finally, someone mentioned something about the token model, about how tokens generated on the Elastos platform, like ICOs, for example, are going to have to lock a certain percentage of their tokens in ELA. So this is huge for holders, which obviously investors like. So what about my final thoughts? Well, I do agree that there's extremely confusing public material. When I was trying to do research about this project, it took a lot of time, and I was still confused about it. I had to really dig deep to understand what this project is trying to do. And so they definitely need to focus on better marketing to attract mainstream interest. So right now, very under the radar, so people who have heard about this can continue to accumulate before it really takes off, potentially. Like I said, it can mean that it's a diamond in the rough right now. Things I like. Well, it's ambitious scope and unique approach. Definitely like those two a lot. Very experienced team, and also the notable supporters and partners, of course. I also want to see more adoption and usage in the wild, which goes to say for all of these third generation blockchain platforms. Another interesting thing I just wanted to note is on their Twitter, they tweeted out that one of their co-founders met with President Donald Trump and took a photo. That seemed really weird. I mean, I didn't know if I should believe that or not, and kind of shady if it's not true. But you can just Google Elastos President Donald Trump and you'll see the tweet I'm talking about. I also looked up Trump's schedule that day, and he was at like a luncheon in New York City for supporters. So maybe one of their co-founders was there and decided to take the chance to get a photo with him. But who knows? Maybe someone can leave a comment about this particular event. So would I personally invest? And yes, I would, because I love under the radar moonshots potentially. I'm interested, but I haven't quite yet. Now with this slight consolidation, it may be a good time to do so. So thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this Reddit Knows Best series, where I uncovered gems being talked on by Reddit before they hit the mainstream public, then please smash that like button, of course, and also hit subscribe now with that notification bell so you catch all my content as soon as it comes out. This is Kevin. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you next time.